Welcome back to the CoolFigurez channel. I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector. The information on this channel is intended for adult collectors and not children. And today we are going to be taking a look at the Diamond Select, Marvel Select, Titanium Man. If you do enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. So shout out to my friends over at Diamond Select for sending me over some great product for me to shoot and review for you guys. The first one being this guy right here, Titanium Man. So somebody at Diamond Select obviously knows my love for green and my love for huge figures, because this guy combines both of those. Now I have to be 100% honest, guys, I really had no knowledge of who this guy was until I read, a little bit about him in the back paneling of his packaging, and saw that he's technically an Iron Man villain, which kind of makes sense. This big hulking metal suit and stuff, it sounds like, that would be a perfect villain for Iron Man to go up against. But yeah, guys, aside from not really knowing too much from this guy, he is a phenomenal figure. Like I said, my favorite color is green, and I absolutely love huge action figures, and this combines those two things. So yeah, guys, this is part of Diamond Select's Marvel Select line, so it does run a little bit larger than 6 inches, the Marvel Legends line. I believe their line is technically considered a 7-inch line, so everything's scaled up. So obviously the larger figures are slightly taller and whatnot, and this guy being one of them. Although with that being said, that may make the case that this guy would also perfectly size up with a Marvel Legends Iron Man, since that would make that Iron Man a lot smaller than this guy. You also have to keep in mind that aside from that height difference, you're also going to have a chunkiness difference. So this guy's going to be a lot thicker and chunkier than, say, a 6-inch Titanium Man or Marvel Legends Iron Man, where they're a little more lanky and, skinny and whatnot. So I think paired up between the two, these would look really fucking good. But yeah, guys, with that being said, why don't we go ahead and take a look at all the great stuff that this guy does come with. So he does come with 2 sets of hands, a pair of fisted hands and a pair of open hands, which he is utilizing one of each currently in his arms right there. He also does come with an alternate unmasked head, and look at the detailing in this, guys. Phenomenal sculpt work, all the lines in the hair and the beard. I love the attention to detail in the paint too. The painting is just really well done on this face. A lot of the times when companies do faces, they don't add in all that little red detailing that a lot of us have in our face. So it's nice to see that, they added a little more redness to the skin and everything. You can see, the anger in this guy's eyes. The beard is just very well nicely sculpted and done. It ties in perfectly into the hair. You have a little bit of bleed over of paint right there, but that's to be expected in little areas like that. But for the most part, everything looks phenomenal on the sculpt on this figure. So like I said, you do get a pair of open action hands, I guess you would say, or grabbing hands, I was going to say, instead of action, but I guess they can kind of be used for both. He can kind of be grabbing, or he can be, reaching out in an action form like that. So you do also get a pair of fisted hands. Shout out to Diamond Select for at least including a basic pair of fisted hands with their toys. A lot of toy companies nowadays do not include a pair of fisted hands, and it's like, come on, guys, what are you guys doing? These are action figures. So Diamond Select, shout out to you for doing that. And it's just the bare minimum, but shout out to you, because apparently nowadays toy companies cannot do the bare minimum, unlike you guys. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and pull this guy off the rotating turntable and take a closer look. Alright, guys, so here we have him all nice and close up to the camera, and as you can see, the paint is so shiny and beautiful. I absolutely love this green. It's a nice dark green, but the shininess and sheen in the green does kind of line it up a bit and bring some good light to it. It really catches, all the lights in my studio box. As you see the upper lights up here, the lower ones right here, my ring light in front of it. So it does do a good job of reflecting some good light. So despite it being a darker hue of green, when you do take pics of him, he does brighten up just a bit. So yeah, as you can see, all the little riveting and stuff on the detailing of the suit. Very well, nicely done. This is a softer form of plastic right here, but it is still plastic. But you still get some good flexibility in it, so you get some good mobility. All in all, some really good detailing in it. Not that it has too much, considering he's a Titanium Man, but as you can see from what we get in terms of detailing, it is very well nicely done. Even the bottom of his boots are spiked, as they probably are in the comics. So yeah, guys, with that being said, why don't we go ahead and take a look at this guy's articulation. He can look all the way to the right, he can look all the way to the left. He actually gets some really good downward motion with his head. In terms of upwards, I think you just have to move that ball peg back and then stick it back on. And yep, he has some pretty decent head tilt upwards as well. Side to side action is actually pretty good. You get some side to side action right there. Goes side to side, and it also, just hinges like that. So taking a look at his arm articulation, he will go out to a T pose. You will get 360 rotation at that shoulder right there. You do get a bicep swivel in there, which is phenomenal for this giant figure. You do get a single hinge elbow joint, which is very common with these larger figures. Rotation at the wrist, as well as hinging up and down. Rotation at the waist right here. Ab crunch, no ab crunch down. He can lean back ever so slightly, but it's basically him just standing straight up. Taking a look at his leg articulation, he cannot join the cheerleading squad, but that is still really good for a big character like this. Taking a look at how far he can kick forward, he'll kick forward that far, he'll kick back that far. Single hinge knees, but rotation at that knee right there. Taking a look at his ankles, they'll go down that far, they'll go up that far, and of course, a ball rocker hinge. So that wraps it up for this guy's articulation. Alright guys, that wraps up my review of the Diamond Select Marvel Select Titanium Man. What did you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. Rate this guy 1 through 10 in the comments, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. Are you guys going to be picking up this giant hulking beast of a character? And also, if you've made it this far, let me know down in the comments below by typing in Green Beast. That way I know you made it this far and are enjoying the content. Once again, thank you and shout out to Diamond Select for sending over this guy for me to shoot and review for you guys. I really did enjoy it. I had a lot of great fun. And so yeah, guys, with that being said, if you are in the position and want to help the channel grow, please check out my Patreon link down below. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at some really cool pics that I took of this guy. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a great fucking day.